Hey, what's up, sports bettors? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam, and I was looking at the positive EV page, and you see a bunch of plays specifically for the NBA Finals that are on FanDuel Sportsbook. So what I decided to do was combine all of those plays into a same game parlay that has like 11,000 odds plus 11,000 odds. It's something that I really enjoy doing, like put not a lot of money, but stack a bunch of positive expected value plays, and you kind of just get a lotto ticket. You know, it's something that's fun to do with betting. You don't bet that much on it, maybe like a $5 bet, but if it hits, I mean, you're sitting pretty. So I love using the OddsJam positive EV page. If I see a bunch of plays specifically for one sportsbook, like I see here, I mean, there's a bunch here on FanDuel that you see on the screen. Before I get started, would appreciate if you could like the video, comment, let me know your feedback, and then of course, click that plus button, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. Again, my name is Matt Modi. I'm a content producer and betting analyst for OddsJam. And if you want to find me on Twitter, you can at my handle on the screen here, Modi_Matt. You can also find me on TikTok at OddsJam_Matt. So you can find me there if you want to. But yeah, so let's get into it. So the way this works is, as you can see, I have the OddsJam positive expected value page up. And this just gives you opportunities in which you are placing mathematically profitable bets. Basically, the way it works is pulls the OddsJam line that you see here, which is pulled from the most accurate bookmaker in the world, and it provides opportunities with the VIG removed where you're getting more favorable odds on another sportsbook. So this first play here, Andrew Wiggins over 17.5 points. So the bet is on FanDuel at plus 104. The OddsJam line with the VIG removed has this at roughly minus 107. So the gap between minus 107 and plus 104, A is what has positive expected value, and B has a profit margin of almost 6%, about 5.75%. So pretty awesome value here with this play on FanDuel. So that is the first one that I added to my DGen same game parlay. As you can see, Andrew Wiggins over 17.5. It's an alternate point total. FanDuel actually has it at 16.5. So we bought that extra point, got it at plus 104. And if you just look into the markets, which is something that I really love doing. So, like I said, FanDuel had it actually at 16.5. But as we can see, so FanDuel has this at plus 104. The OddsJam line, like we said, had it at minus 124. No other book has this for plus money, right? Only FanDuel has it for plus money. So getting it at plus 104 is pretty awesome value. The closest is PointsBet at minus 105, BetRivers at minus 107. So pretty awesome value here. And just from a basketball sense, Wiggins has been pretty awesome with the Warriors in this playoffs, or excuse me, in these finals. He's kind of been under the radar because he hasn't had like a 30.5 3-pointer explosion, but it's actually been pretty solid. He's been more consistent than Clay, more consistent than Jordan Poole, certainly more consistent than Draymond. So I don't hate this one just from a basketball perspective. So that's the first one that I added to my DGen ticket. The next one is Marcus Smart over assists. So same logic here, again on FanDuel, obviously at plus 116 odds. The OddsJam line has this at minus 105. If you remove the VIG, it's priced at plus 108. And that gap between plus 108 and plus 116 is what has positive expected value of about 3.4%. That's essentially your profit margin. So again, open this up in a new tab. We'll look at Marcus Smart assists. As you can see, plus 116 on FanDuel. The next closest book has this at plus 105. Again, is PointsBet. And we are getting this again at plus 116 with the OddsJam line having this at minus 105. So this is pretty awesome value. Again, adding it. So it's my next play, Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. The next one, as you can see here, is on the rebounds. Now, the odds here obviously aren't as favorable at minus 154, but it's still positive expected value, so that's why I like it. OddsJam line has it at minus 199, again with the VIG removed at minus 163. So last thing I'll do here, again, I open this up in another market. Just want to see where everything's priced at. So I go to Marcus Smart, and we got the over 3.5. So this one isn't quite as a value as all the other ones, with the OddsJam line having it at minus 199, FanDuel at minus 154. All the other books have it actually closer to the FanDuel line here, so it's not as good of a value as the other two were, but it's still a pretty good positive expected value bet, so I added it as my third play. But I have a bunch more. I have 7 total, and I won't go through how I found every single one of the 7, but one thing I like doing is just scrolling through the markets and seeing if you can find other valuable plays that might not show up on the positive EV play. Like this one, for example, Marcus Smart under 15.5 points. So every book has, or not every book, the OddsJam line and other books have his point total priced at 14.5. So if we get his point total at a full point higher and still take the under, it's pretty good value. So the OddsJam line has his under 14.5 the FanDuel line is at roughly plus 100, which is tied with DraftKings for the best odds. Getting it that full point lower at minus 138, I thought, again, was really good value. So this didn't show up on the positive EV page because there's no odds for the OddsJam line because the OddsJam line only prices the 14.5 that bookmaker does. But getting it at a full point higher and taking the under is something that I love doing, finding positive expected value plays. So that's what I ended up doing to fill out my selection of plays. So I got Jordan Poole over 12.5 points, Marcus Smart under 15.5 points, as I just showed you, Steph Curry over 30.5. Most other books only have him all other books have him at 31.5. So again, taking the over at a full point lower. And then Derek White under 2.5 assists. Same logic here. All books price him at like 2 or 1.5. So I ended up I'm going to use a free bet on this one, $20 to win $2,000. This is my DGen same game parlay plus 11,000 odds, all found using the OddsJam positive expected value play page. So if you're tailing this same game parlay, let me know. I would love to hear it. I love hearing people that are tailing. And this one's just a long shot, so don't put too much money on it. But again, I would recommend locking this one in. And that's pretty much all I got for you. So like the video, would appreciate that. Comment, like I said, let me know you're tailing. Other than that, click that plus button and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. But that is all I got for you. So thank you guys for watching and have a good one. And the bet has been placed, so I'm good to go there. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.